So I'm getting ready to move in the next couple months, so I've been going through some old stuff, and check out what I found. My very first MP3 player. I completely forgot that I still had this thing. And yeah. It's nothing special. It's a Emerson brand. I don't think that's actually made by Emerson. It's probably some other company that licensed it out. Yeah, this is as basic as you could possibly get back in the late 2000s to early 2010s when it came to music players. I first got this around like 2009, I want to say. And yeah, compared to an iPod, it pales in comparison. Mainly because, yeah, only holds up to 2 gigabytes. That's maybe like, what, a couple hundred songs maybe? If even that. One feature that I thought was really cool about this, it has a built-in USB. It's like, whoa, it's essentially a flash drive that plays music. Yeah. That's exactly what it is. I do find it a lot more convenient having the USB interface just built right into the player itself instead of having some crappy... It was usually mini USB for my other MP3 players that I had at the time. So, why exactly am I rambling about an old-ass MP3 player? Well, I figured we'd take a look at it for nostalgia's sake and see if it still works. I haven't used this thing in years. I honestly can't remember what exactly is on it too. So let's find out. I believe this thing takes a single AAA battery, and surprising enough, I just found just a random AAA battery lying around in a drawer somewhere. I have no idea if this even still has a charge or not. But we're just going to put it in there anyway. Oh! Yeah! It works! Wow, that screen is terrible. I mean, like, it's legible. You can see what's on there, but, like, it also looks like there's, like, dust in some other parts, like literally beneath the screen. So it looks like we've got 5 options. We got music, system settings. I don't know what that is. I'm guessing like a file browser maybe. And it looks like this is for replaying voice recordings, which, yes, this thing does have a voice recorder. And we are going to test that out to see how good or how bad it sounds. Firmware version, okay, I gotta see this. 6/24/2009. Yep, that sounds about right. That was about around the same time that I got this thing. But since we know it works, let's plug this into my PC and see what's on there. Okay. Oh, there it goes. Give this thing some credit. It's like a decade and a half old. It doesn't really work as well as it used to. Case in point, I didn't record this, but this legit took almost 20 minutes to load up all the music on this thing. I checked out the read speeds and they're just barely above 1 megabyte a second. So either the memory chip on this is dying or it was always that slow and I just don't remember it being that slow. But anyways, let's see what we got on here. Oh yeah, we got a good selection here. We got some Head Planet Earth, AC/DC, Aerosmith, April Wine, Authority Zero, which was one of my favorites I remember. Beastie Boys, can't forget that. Blue Oyster Cult, Bon Jovi, Daft Punk, Eiffel 65, MC Hammer. Also have some soundtracks from some of my favorite Need for Speed games at the time. Definitely can't forget Black Eyed Peas. Oh, that was one of my favorites. Oh, Tron Legacy soundtrack. I don't remember having that on here. Doesn't surprise me since, you know, it's a mid-ass movie, but like it's got one of my favorite soundtracks of any movie. Damn. Teenage Me had some good taste. Obviously, I'm not going to play any of this just for copyright reasons. I am curious to see exactly how good or how bad that recording function is. Are we recording? Where the hell is your microphone at? Hello? So, this is the sound quality coming out of this thing with the record functionality. Yeah, I guess I can't really tell how bad it is. I'm sure it is pretty bad. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I was expecting. It records WAV files in a really, really low bit rate, and it sounds terrible. Oddly enough, I remember using that functionality all the time with this thing. Mainly for recording songs off of the radio. Because, you know, as a teenager, you can't just buy all the songs that you possibly want to listen to. So if I found a song on the radio that I liked and wanted to download, I would end up recording it with this thing until either I could find the name of it or until I had the money to actually like buy it and download it. Yeah, tough times. But hey, it got me by somehow. And yet, miraculously, this thing, despite all odds, all these years later, it's still working. That is impressive. Although, I want to try one more thing before we go. You know how I said that this is basically a glorified USB thumb drive that plays music? Well, I want to see if I can load up a small game on this and play it off of this. I have no idea if it's even going to work, considering the low read speeds that this thing has. But screw it. I want to try it anyway. Good Lord. Those write speeds. This is only a 3 megabyte file. All right, let's see if 3D Pinball works on this. I'm honestly going to be surprised if this... Oh, it works! Look at that! I was not expecting that. And yet it plays perfectly fine. Huh. Was not expecting that in the slightest. All right, let's see how something like Think Tanks works. Oh my God, it's already taken. Oh my Lord. Yeah, if you suffer from epilepsy, please look away. I mean, it's loading perfectly fine. Huh. Yeah. Works fine. Well, minus the graphical glitches, but that's just a Windows 11 issue. I am honestly surprised. I was not expecting... Okay, yeah, we need to force close this. So yeah, that was my first MP3 player. Pretty short, but I figured I would make an interesting video.